play a role during this Sunday's Academy Awards. I talked to her about the near fatal wreck that caused a lifetime of pain.
This is News Channel 8, coverage you can count on.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. Flu cases are on the rise here in Oklahoma. According to the Centers for Disease Control, there's widespread flu activity.
Yeah, and since September, 724 Oklahomans have been hospitalized with the flu. 12 have died. News Channel 8's Burt Momolo found out that one of the biggest reasons is fewer people got the vaccine this year.
Their refrigerators should be empty, but when you open them up, the vials of vaccine are everywhere.
Nationwide, only 54% of the flu shots that were given last year were given this year. George
Bilkey, CEO of the Visiting Nurse Association, flabbergasted at the lack of demand.
I've been here for 30 years. It's the first time that this has happened.
You ready?
Pull up our flu story from last year, and the difference is stunning.
Hopefully we can make it through next Saturday.
Their nurses at Research churning out 2,000 shots a day, a nonstop flurry of activity.
What's so crazy is last year, we ran out of flu vaccine the third week in October.
Why the decline? In part because a lot of people didn't want the H1N1 lumped in with their flu vaccine. The fallout to be felt by more than those who decided not to get the shot.
We think maybe upwards of 2,000 visits will have to be cut next year.
At the VNA, vaccines are a way to raise money for the agency's true mission, home health care for those in need.
I have bad eyesight.
91-year-old Rosemary Tarr.
I decided I was just going to live to be 93, and then I decided, well, heck, why not try for 100?
A former Republican bigwig, her walls are lined with pictures of her and Henry Bellman, Henry Kissinger, George Bush, and the Gipper.
When I was with Reagan, which one is he? I can't see it.
Reagan's up here.
Well, when I took that picture, of course, the darn camera broke. He said, now, don't be careful. We just wait. We'll get it fixed.
Today, the VNA helps her fix her insulin shots. There was also a staff member who helped her bathe, but budget cuts eliminated that position.
I hope she can come back someday.
Lost for good, the roughly $150,000 the VNA has spent on unused vaccine.
You're going to have to cut the amount of service that we provide.
Burt Momolo, News Channel 8.
Meantime, the two age groups hardest hit have been people over 64 and children under 4.
Rogers County deputies say a 3-year-old child was living in filth. They made that discovery last Thursday in a shack just east of Claremore. Deputies say that shack was full of trash and animal waste. They also found pornographic materials and sex toys. All of it was in the child's view. The child's mother is 28-year-old Rebecca Daniel. She's facing neglect charges with 39-year-old Mark Aaron.
We look at a situation, we think of a helpless 3-year-old in an absolute situation, environment that they can do nothing about, and the fact that, adults would allow this for a child is absolutely sickening.
The child is now in protective custody. Bond has been set at $250,000 for both Daniel and Aaron.
Well, K-9 units have been brought in now to help in an area murder investigation. 53-year-old Arthur Buerney was killed Friday night in Coweta. His wife, Patricia, found him shot to death in their barn and called 911. K-9 searched the road in front of the couple's home, hoping to find the gun that killed Buerney. Neighbors say he didn't appear to have enemies who might have wanted him dead.
Not at all. He's a very quiet man. I mean, he would visit, but there was never any, stuff going on at their house or a lot of traffic or anything like that.
Now, the couple might have been burglarized recently. It is unclear if that's related to Buerney's death.
An Oklahoma police officer is shot while driving down the highway. Investigators say that shooting may be tied to some legal problems he's facing. Salas officer Wendell Hughes was shot in the chest this afternoon. He was off duty at the time. Police say 3 bullets also hit his truck. Police arrested 40-year-old Mark Sweeney shortly after that shooting. Now, the catch is Hughes is accused of rustling some of Sweeney's cattle. The officer was put on leave without pay last month. Hughes will survive his wounds. Tonight, he's listed in good condition. A 26-year-old man is dead after wrecking his 4-wheeler. State troopers say he was